In the last video, I talked about compensation, which is a normal adaptation to increase periods of stress and demand on your body. Compensation can help you manage and survive challenging times. It's an intelligent physiological response, but it's not a great long-term strategy for health. Today, I want to address this question. What is your current level of output actually costing you? Not just during the day, but after the day. That's often when the answer becomes clearer, because a lot of capable people can still get through the demand that's in front of them. They can still lead the meeting, they can still treat the patients, they can still manage the team, they can still train when they need to, and they can still keep the family moving. So today I want to address this question. What is your current level of output actually costing you? Not just during the day, but after the day. That's when the answer often becomes clearer. Because a lot of people can still get through the demand in front of them. They can still lead the meeting and treat the patients and manage the team. They can still train when they need to, keep the family moving. They can still deliver. But the better question is, what's left afterward? See, there's a difference between coping and cost. Coping is what helps you get through the demand, the busy day, the busy period of time. The cost is what remains after the demand has passed. The cost might not show up in the place where the pressure is highest. It might show up later. It might show up at home. It might show up in your sleep. It might show up in your patience, or in your body somehow, or in your training. It might show up in the way that you recover from ordinary things. That's why this question matters. The pressure might be obvious, but the cost can be easier to miss. A common example is the person who holds it together professionally and then pays for it privately. You might know what that's like. At work, they're steady, they make decisions, they stay composed, they solve problems and keep moving, but from the outside, while nothing looks wrong, after the demand is over, the cost becomes more obvious. They get home and they feel flat, grumpy, tired, irritable. They're more reactive than they want to be. They have less patience for small things. They skip training not because they don't care, but because their system just feels spent. They scroll instead of switching off. Their body feels tight or heavy. Sleep is lighter than it should be. The weekend gets them functional again, maybe, but not restored. It doesn't mean that they're failing, but it means the cost of the output is starting to show up somewhere else. The important part is not one hard day. Everyone has those. One demanding week is not automatically a problem, but the pattern becomes more useful when the same cost keeps appearing after similar demands. Work goes up, patience drops. Training goes up, recovery drops. Travel goes up, pain or stiffness returns. Responsibility goes up, sleep becomes lighter. Pressure goes up and emotional tolerance narrows. That repeated pattern, that's information. It tells you where the system is paying the price that you are asking it to hold. That repeated pattern is information. It tells you where the system is paying for the price you're asking it to hold. And this is where high-functioning people can get caught. They often judge the week by what was completed, what they ticked off their to-do list. Was the work done? Was the meeting handled? Were the patients seen? Did the kids get where they needed to go? Did the training happen? Did the deadline get met? Those questions, they all matter, but they only measure completion and they don't measure cost. A better review is simple. What did it take from me? Where did I feel the cost? How long did it take to come back? And those three questions, they change the game. They move the focus from whether you survived the demand to how much margin you had left afterward. You don't need to overanalyze every bad night, every sore muscle, or every moment of impatience. That's not the point. The point is to notice the repeated costs that you've started treating as normal. For example, I can get through the week, but I need Saturday to become human again. I can train, but the recovery is getting less predictable. I can stay composed at work, but my fuse is shorter at home. I can manage the workload, but my body feels tense all the time. I can keep saying yes, but my baseline feels lower. They're not diagnoses, but they are signals worth reading. So the useful question is, where is the bill being paid? Not where the pressure is loudest. Where is the bill being paid? Is it being paid in your body? Recurring tension, stiffness, headaches, the sense that your body is less reliable than it should be? Or is it being paid in recovery? Your sleep might be lighter. You might bounce back more slowly. Weekends maybe maintain you, but they don't restore and refresh you. Or is it being paid in behaviour? You have to drink more caffeine, more scrolling, more avoidance, more difficulty doing the right things that you know would help. Or is it being paid in emotional tolerance, shorter patience, lower bandwidth, less steadiness with the people that matter the most to you? Maybe it's being paid in confidence, less trust in your body, less trust in your energy, less certainty that you can keep operating this way. That is the cost map. Once you can see where the cost is showing up, the next decision becomes clearer. That's the value of asking these questions. You might not need to change everything. You may not need more effort. You might not need another random health tactic. You may just need a clearer read on the pattern, because different costs point to different priorities. A body cost may need a different first step than a recovery cost. A behaviour cost may be less about discipline and more about the pressure around the behaviour. Confidence cost may need better assessment before more advice. The goal isn't to label the whole person, but the goal is to identify where the cost is the loudest right now so that the next step you take is more precise. So after watching this video, I'd like to encourage you to do a simple self-review. Look at the last 2 weeks and choose one high demand period. Then ask yourself, what did I complete? What did it cost and where did that cost show up? And how long did it take to return to baseline? That's enough to start. You're not trying to solve everything in one reflection, but you're looking for the first useful signal. This is one of the reasons why Pressure Proof starts with the hidden cost of coping. Not because pressure is bad, and not because demanding lives are wrong, but because continued capability needs more than completed tasks on a checklist. It needs enough margin to recover, to stay steady, and to keep making good decisions so you can keep functioning at a high level for a long period of time. If this is a pattern that you recognize in yourself, and you'd like to know more, then the next step is to check out the links below to find out more about Pressure Proof, and perhaps even book a call with me, so we can talk about where pressure might be costing you, where it's showing up, and whether or not the Pressure Proof assessment is a sensible next step.